Hey, what's happening, guys? Dan Dario here with another Options to Play video update. Uh, it's been a busy couple weeks, and a lot of stocks have had great runs off of the recent September-October low. And throughout throughout the past few weeks, as we've been looking for trades and like screening for trades, one of the things I've really tried to do is focus on recent leaders that had just pulled back. All right, and there's really I'd say for most trades, I like to focus on leadership, the stocks that are acting the best, right? That are showing like the strongest action. So this is on like the bull side, um, because more often than not, it seems like they're the ones that can really keep going, right? Like you get like the stocks that are strong, continue to act strong, keep grinding, keep holding the higher levels, keep basing, and keep taking off, right? Um, into the recent weakness, like I wanted to focus on the leaders that had just pulled back, because oftentimes when you get like that bounce, it's the leaders that really snap back the fastest, right? So this is like the IGV, which is just like the software ETF, right? So like a broad-based software ETF, and you can see that it's had a really great move over the last 2 weeks as it's hit the 100-day and then bounced and put in a new high, right? But now throughout the past week, I mean, we were looking at some of like the recent leaders, whether that was Salesforce, which is a little bit different, but also names like a ServiceNow, a Workday, right? Like an Adobe. So stocks that Shopify, another one, like stocks that were at different stretches just in the last few months, like leaders that had just pulled back into the overall weakness, right? Now, that's for the first bounce, right? So now you get like the fast move, right? You get the leaders, which really snap back quickest, and some of them are already starting to extend and put in new highs, right? Now, when I focus on laggards is after we get into like a more sustained, steady trend, right? So the thing with laggards is that there's less focus, right? They get a little bit less attention. They're a little bit more beaten up and broken, right? So it takes a longer stretch of good sustained action in like that sector to really get people to want to start to focus on laggards and get those laggards moving, right? So what I wanted to basically highlight is the first dip, right? When you get that first dip, for me, what I want to focus on is leaders, because I think leaders snap back the fastest, right? If you get a long stretch like what we had in May, where May, June, July, right, a little bit of a dip in August, September, where it was just like the steady grind to the upside, right? That's the type of thing where you can start to focus on some laggards because you have multiple months steady action, right? So people are looking for the names that have really not been participating. They're starting to focus on those laggards a little bit more throughout like this long steady grind. So if the software names, if they can hang and start to grind and start to build, right? If IGV can keep grinding to the upside, if you get like a few more weeks, then that's maybe the point where I start to look at some of the laggards, because from like an option trade perspective, like those are tempting because a lot of times the implied volatility or the implied premium on some of the contracts is a lot lower because they don't move as much. And if you can get like a really nice quick breakout or bottoming pattern and get a reversal to the upside, there could be some potential. But I want to see steady, sustained action, like good strength in that sector for a longer stretch, right? Like right now, this is just like the first bounce. That's where I want to focus on the recent leaders. And if you see this continue for another couple weeks, another month, then that's when I'm going to start circling right back around to the laggards. Okay? Um, big night of earnings. We'll see what Tesla looks like. Netflix was a little bit less eventful, but Tesla's always an interesting one. So we'll see what that has in store for us. And I'm sure tomorrow's just going to be busy. I mean, there's a big lineup after the close tomorrow, too. All right. So if you like this video and you're looking for more information about swing trading with options, please follow up with the link in the description of the video for more information on options to play. Have a great night. Stay well, and I will talk to you